Hey, welcome to Ideal Life Seekers channel, where we are not only seeking our ideal life, but creating it. Hopefully you've already gone through our series, Steps to Create Your Ideal Life. There are many important aspects of these steps that we did not get to cover, as well as supplemental information and more exercises that complement the steps. Today we're going to discuss our ideal self. I've been reading Talent is Never Enough by John C Maxwell. In his chapter on the components of character, he makes a very valid point. He says, people are set up to fail if they envision what they want to do before they figure out what kind of person they should be. It's helpful to consider what our ideal self is when working on our vision for the future. This ensures that our vision for the future fits us and is in line with our character. We looked at this a bit in video 9. Remember when we looked at what values are important to us. But when I read the chapter on character and the sentence that I quoted, it reminded me of two exercises that a coach once had me go through. One on intention and one on clarity. I would encourage you to go through both exercises as well. The first, the intention exercise, we'll cover now, and then in the next video we'll get into the clarity exercise. What kind of person do you want to be? We've talked a lot about what your ideal life looks like, but what about your ideal self? Who are you? What is important to you? This exercise helps us to take a closer look at our intention in life and who we truly want to be. Figuring out what kind of person we want to be sets us up to win when we are envisioning what we want to do in life. In the intention exercise, we are going to come up with 3 words for 3 different statements that describe our ideal self. These statements are, number 1, my ideal self would be. Number 2, my ideal behavior would be. And number 3, my ideal qualities would be. So number 1, you're going to answer, what would your ideal self be? For example, my ideal self would be confident in all I do. Confidence is something I've struggled with much of my life. However, since doing this exercise, I have come a long way, including being able to make videos and put them on YouTube, right? And then number 2, you'll answer, what would your ideal behavior be? One of mine is to be inspiring. I hope to inspire many, many people to create their ideal lives and live very happily. Then number 3, you're going to answer, what would your ideal qualities be? Ideally, I wish to be a great communicator. Sometimes I feel as though I'm not communicating effectively and people don't really understand what I'm trying to convey. So I work on the quality of being a great communicator. Helpful note here, the list of values on our website can help you to come up with these words. And there's also a tool with these 3 statements and the directions for this exercise. And that is on www.ideallifeseekers.com in the tools section. Now, naturally, you'll probably come up with many more words for each of these statements. But for this exercise, we must choose only 3. So narrow down your list to the most important 3 describing words for each statement. Then, write these words out. Post them in a visible place so that you see them often. By keeping them visible, this will act as a reminder for us, and they'll make a bigger impact on you if you see them regularly. Repetition can be helpful. Our brains will register these words as important if we see them often and contemplate them from time to time. Journaling about each of these words could be helpful too. You could journal about each word or quality, 1 per day. You could write about why you feel this quality is important and how your life will be when you master it and how it will affect others. There you have it, the intention exercise. The exercise that helps you define and become your ideal self, which in turn helps you to create your ideal life. Please leave me a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't, but I would love to hear your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on this exercise, how helpful it is for you, maybe what your 9 words are, I would love to hear from you. You can also get a hold of me from inside www.ideallifeseekers.com. Just use the contact form or email me directly at susan@ideallifeseekers.com. Let me know how your ideal life is coming along.